Success is not given, it is chosen. This is the reality most people fail to see. Success doesn't wait for anyone. It doesn't appear by chance, and it doesn't reward hesitation. It begins the moment you take full ownership of your choices, your actions, and your life. Every habit you form, every task you complete, and every thought you nurture flows from that single, conscious decision to pursue it. Nothing moves until you move first. Most people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, for approval, or for circumstances to be ideal. Real success, however, has no patience for hesitation. It responds only to those who decide first and act before conditions are perfect. In this video, you'll learn practical steps to make success a deliberate decision, strengthen your mindset, and take control of your life so that you stop hoping and start achieving. Success is a decision, and today is the day to make it. If you're ready to take control, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more strategies that will help you make success inevitable. Rule 1. Take full ownership. Success begins the moment you stop blaming life, people, or circumstances. Every result in your life comes from the choices you make and the actions you take. Waiting for the perfect moment, hoping for luck, or looking for someone to give you permission keeps you stuck in place. Ownership means you stop waiting and start acting. It's the mindset that says, I am responsible. I control my results. Nothing outside of me decides my future. When you take full responsibility, your perspective changes. Challenges stop being obstacles and become opportunities to prove yourself. Distractions will appear, but they no longer pull you off course. Mistakes and failures no longer feel like punishment, they become lessons. Every decision you make, every action you take, begins to compound into momentum. That momentum builds consistency, and consistency builds results. Ownership isn't just thinking differently, it's living differently. It's showing up when no one is watching. It's pushing forward when motivation fades. It's acting before conditions are perfect, before inspiration hits, before anyone else approves. When you decide your life belongs to you, nothing outside can control your progress. You move first, you act first, and you build your success from the inside out. Taking full ownership also strengthens your confidence. You no longer feel powerless in the face of circumstances. You no longer wait for external validation. Every choice, every step, every habit reinforces that you are in control. Ownership turns hesitation into action, fear into determination, and doubt into focus. The moment you truly own your life, success stops being something that might happen, it becomes inevitable. Rule 2. Decide first, then act. Most people hesitate. They wait for clarity, confidence, better timing, more money, more knowledge. They tell themselves they'll start when everything feels right. But success never waits for perfect conditions. It moves with those who move first. Deciding first means committing before you feel ready. It means choosing your direction even when the path is not fully visible. Clarity does not come before action, it comes because of action. When you decide firmly, your mind begins to align. Your focus sharpens. Your energy shifts. You stop exploring options and start executing. Indecision drains power. It keeps you stuck between possibilities, overthinking every move. But the moment you decide, something changes. Your standards rise. Your excuses weaken. You stop negotiating with your comfort zone. A real decision cuts off alternatives. It says, this is the path. I'm moving. Action then becomes non-negotiable. Not dramatic action. Not perfect action. Just consistent movement forward. Small steps taken daily are more powerful than big plans delayed endlessly. Momentum builds from motion, not intention. When you decide first and act immediately, you separate yourself from the majority. You stop being someone who wants success and become someone who is building it. And that shift, from wanting to doing, is where real results begin. Rule 3. Control your thoughts. Your mind shapes your reality. Before success becomes visible in your life, it becomes dominant in your thinking. Negative thoughts, constant doubts, and endless overthinking create hesitation. And hesitation kills momentum. If your mind is undisciplined, your actions will be inconsistent. Every day, your thoughts are either building you or weakening you. When you constantly think about failure, rejection, or what could go wrong, your body responds with fear. You delay. You avoid. You shrink. But when you focus on solutions, progress, and growth, your energy changes. You move differently. You speak differently. You act with intention. Controlling your thoughts doesn't mean pretending problems don't exist. It means refusing to let negativity control your direction. It means catching self-doubt before it turns into inaction. It means replacing "I can't" with "how can I?" That small shift in thinking changes everything. Your mind is powerful, but it must be trained. If you don't discipline it, it will default to comfort and fear. But when you choose your thoughts carefully, when you focus on growth instead of limitation, you create internal strength. And internal strength produces external results. What you think about repeatedly becomes your reality. Guard your mind. Direct it. Train it. Because once you control your thoughts, you control your actions, and once you control your actions, success becomes inevitable. Rule 4. Prioritize daily action. Success is never built in one dramatic moment. It is built in the quiet, ordinary days where you choose to show up again and again. Small, consistent actions may look insignificant at first, but they carry massive power over time. One workout. One page written. One skill practiced. One task completed. These small wins stack up. Most people overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in a year. They chase big breakthroughs but ignore daily discipline. Real progress is rarely exciting. It's repetitive. It's structured. It's sometimes boring. But that repetition builds mastery, and mastery builds results. When you prioritize daily action, you stop depending on motivation. You don't wait to feel ready. You don't rely on inspiration. You rely on commitment. You build routines that force progress even on days when your energy is low. And that consistency separates you from everyone who starts strong but quits early. Momentum is created through movement. The more consistently you act, the easier action becomes. Confidence grows because you prove to yourself that you follow through. Discipline strengthens because you stop breaking promises to yourself. Big results rarely happen overnight, but they always come from daily effort. Prioritize action every single day, and over time, those small decisions will transform into life-changing outcomes. Rule 5. Protect your time and focus. Distractions are silent thieves. They don't announce themselves as danger. They look harmless: a few minutes scrolling, unnecessary conversations, constant notifications, saying yes to things that don't matter. But over time, they steal your clarity, your energy, and your progress. Time is limited. Focus is even more limited. Every time you give your attention to something unimportant, you take it away from something that could move your life forward. Success demands depth, not scattered effort. It requires long periods of concentrated work where your mind is fully engaged in one direction. Protecting your time means becoming selective. Not everything deserves your attention. Not every invitation deserves a yes. Not every opinion deserves your reaction. The more serious you are about your goals, the more disciplined you must be about what you allow into your day. Protecting your focus also means creating boundaries. Turning off notifications. Working in silence. Scheduling your priorities before anything else. When you guard your mental space, your productivity increases. Your thinking becomes sharper. Your execution becomes faster. Most people lose not because they lack talent, but because they lack focus. They divide their energy in too many directions. But when you channel your attention toward what truly matters, your results multiply. Your time is your life. Your focus is your power. Protect both fiercely, and success will have no choice but to follow. Rule 6: Accept discomfort. Growth and success require doing things that feel uncomfortable. Taking risks when the outcome isn't guaranteed. Speaking up when your voice shakes. Showing up when you feel tired. Continuing when motivation disappears. These moments are not obstacles to success, they are the path to it. Most people avoid discomfort automatically. The moment something feels hard, uncertain, or stressful, they look for relief. They delay. They distract themselves. They quit. Comfort feels safe in the moment, but it slowly weakens ambition. Every time you escape difficulty, you train your mind to retreat instead of rise. Discomfort is a signal that you are stretching beyond your current limits. It means you are growing. It means you are entering territory that demands a higher version of you. That tension you feel before taking action, that's expansion. That resistance, that's transformation beginning. The difference between average and successful people is not talent. It is tolerance for discomfort. Successful individuals feel fear, doubt, and pressure just like anyone else. The difference is they move anyway. They don't wait for confidence to arrive. They act first, and confidence follows. Comfort gives temporary relief. Progress gives permanent results. When you train yourself to sit with discomfort instead of escaping it, your mental strength multiplies. Hard tasks become normal. Pressure becomes manageable. Fear loses its control over you. If you can learn to stay steady when things feel uncomfortable, you remove one of the biggest barriers to success. Because on the other side of discomfort is growth, and on the other side of growth is achievement. Rule 7: Learn from failure, don't fear it. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of it. Every ambitious goal carries risk. Every meaningful attempt carries the possibility of falling short. If you fear failure, you will avoid the very actions that could move you forward. And avoidance guarantees stagnation. Most people see failure as proof that they are not good enough. They take it personally. They let it damage their confidence. But failure is not a verdict on your identity, it is feedback on your strategy. It shows you what didn't work, where you miscalculated, and what needs adjustment. That information is valuable. When you stop fearing failure, you start experimenting. You take smarter risks. You try again with more experience. Each setback sharpens your judgment. Each mistake strengthens your resilience. Instead of shrinking after a loss, you grow stronger because of it. Success rarely comes from getting everything right the first time. It comes from persistence. From adapting. From standing back up when it would be easier to quit. The people who win are not the ones who never fail, they are the ones who refuse to stop. If you treat every failure as training instead of defeat, you remove fear from the equation. And when fear loses power, action becomes easier. The more you act, the more you learn. The more you learn, the closer you move towards success. Failure is not a wall. It is a lesson. Learn it, adjust, and keep moving. Success is not something you wait for. It is not something you hope for. It is something you decide. It begins the moment you take ownership. The moment you stop hesitating. The moment you choose discipline over comfort, focus over distraction, action over excuses. Every rule we talked about comes down to one thing: commitment. Not temporary motivation. Not emotional excitement. Real commitment. Your future will not be shaped by what you wish for. It will be shaped by what you decide and act on consistently. Small daily actions. Controlled thoughts. Protected time. Courage in discomfort. Strength after failure. These decisions compound. And one day, what looked impossible becomes your reality.